So back to Manor Farm. I haven't been here for a while. On Gary Watts' Open, so you can book in with him. But you got to book in with him via Facebook. If you haven't got a Facebook, he has got a mobile number which is on the Manor Farm website. So if you look on for fishing matches, it is there. So it's not like a closed book, but you do need a book on. Can't just turn up. So I've drawn peg 2 on middle pool, which in paper is a great peg. Has had a bit of form. There's 20 of us fishing. It's split across 2 lakes. There's 8 people fishing on Ash Pool, and then there is 12 people fishing on middle pool. What did I think of this peg? A little bit concerned that the wind was blowing the other way. It's the narrowest part of the lake, and felt the fish could back away, which they did.
Yeah,
so basically, it started short on pellets, so I just fed some bait against the edge, against the platform on peg 1. There was a few fish moving around before the match started, so I didn't feed very much, and planned to go on it after maybe 20 minutes. In retrospect, that could have been wrong. Maybe it might have been better to go straight down there and just drip a bit of feed, but hey, fishing's all about making decisions, isn't it? So anyway, just going to rattle in some pellets. So I've got probably about 3.5 foot against these rushes between pegs 2, which obviously I'm on, and 3. And there's definitely a few fish knocking around in there. Not millions, but there's a few. So rig wise, I've got a 0.4 John Walker float. It's 0.18 mainline, 0.14 hook length. It's a 0.4 gram. Got a bulk 3-inch hook length. So the bulk's right by the hook length, so like a spread bulk, an 18 hook, and just fishing a 4 or 6 minute spanner. To be honest, it didn't really make much difference. When they were there, it was easy. When they weren't there, it was impossible to get bites. The elastic wasn't stupidly heavy, so it's just a 2mm hybrid elastic. And as you can see, I'm just pinging in some pellets on my 13 metre line. Normally pinging pellets and fishing through the water, either slap in, tap in, or mong in can work. Might be a bit early for mong in. Normally you can get a nice run of fish fishing pellets through the water on the drop, but not today. We've had a lot of cold rain last night, so I don't know if that put the dampener, and also there's been a festival. The Liverpool lads have been on here as well, so it's took obviously a little bit of pressure.
Foul look one, bigger fish.
So sort of
massive.
Steady away.
Well.
Not really sort of frantic. Looking around the lake, there's a few fish getting caught, and it was evident that them fish did follow that northerly wind. I believe this is actually in the tail. Sort of nature of the beast, I'm afraid. Even just tapping in pellets because it's quite deep, I guess. Obviously a lot of them fish are coming off deck, but trying to catch shallow I think would have been impossible down the edges. Not saying it won't work in a few weeks' time, maybe when it warms up. So just catching steady, but they're all stockies. They're probably, I don't know, 6 to 12 ounce. So not the biggest. Welcome, but you know that you need to catch some carps doing the good. Jack was catching a few fish short. Arthur, opposite me, was catching a few fish short as well. But no one was setting the rod right. George went straight down his edge, so he's on peg 4. He's gone to his platform on 5, and he caught okay-ish. He had a couple of stockies and a couple of original fish that soon faded through him as well. So I did start on hard pellets. Couldn't get no bites. Looking around the lake, a few people were hooking fish and they were coming off. And the fish were blowing. I don't know if you can see, there is a few blows where I'm fishing. And everyone that fed like pellets long all suffered from like blows. And I knew this was going to happen because obviously Gary Watts, not done me to name drop, was one of my good mates. And obviously he was telling me about like sometimes his pegs, or people's pegs, like a jacuzzi's already on pellets. So I thought that just screams pace to me. I think it's still a little bit too early. That water's just a little bit too cold, but I don't know what the answer is because obviously today the fish were quite finicky, quite difficult to catch, to be honest. Little tiny bits of paste, definitely had a few bites, but I missed a lot. But when they disappeared, they just completely and utterly disappeared. So paste rig, 018 mainline, straight through to a size 12 hook, no messing around, 3 number 8s, that's it, can't get no simpler really. Seafood expander mix for paste, so that's the Hindu stuff. Some of these fish are fighting quite hard. This is actually hooked in the side, to be fair.
Clean bite, but I don't think it's hooked in the mouth.
Shows with all the rushes to the left and right, got to be a little bit careful, especially to your left. You don't want the fish to have a sudden urge of power and take you to the left. So nice, like long, thin torpedo sort of common carp. Probably maybe £3, maybe 4. There was a few fish topping and stuff, as you can see, but couldn't catch him shallow here. Lee Harrison's actually come second on the lake with £90. Picked 23, I want to say. And he's caught on a pellet waggler. But George next to me, he struggled to catch shallow. Had a couple, but it wasn't right.
Chunky F1.
Focus breathing on the camera.
F1.
Yeah. So caught quite a few stockies, so I had quite a few bites, so I can't know.
What's that, carp? Yeah, 1 carp. This is foul carp.
See the fish might go waving off.
I don't know. There's nothing else there. Now. I reckon that's somewhere near you. Really big and up the ducker. What? If this is a stocky, I'm going home. Where do you live? That's right, you can give Neil McKinnon a lift home. Micheldean Road. Oh, yeah. Just coming off the A40. Going towards Newark. Yeah. Oh, he's going to do me in the reeds. What? Yeah, he didn't quite get in there. Because you worry it damages your line, doesn't it? Oh.
Big carp, Chris.
Foul up. Just double my weight. That's what you want to be catching on pace, yeah. Right, yeah. You know what, I reckon I hit that about 2 foot under the surface. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Little big F1. Bit different when they're in the mouth, isn't it? It's come to a top kit, nice and slow. I've obviously seen the bank and it's just gone absolutely mental. The common here. No, it's flat. No? That's unreal, isn't it? 2 carp and 2 foot. What?
So tiny bit frustrating. That 2 carp, 2 foot came out this stocky, and then to be honest with you, the peg went dead. We all stopped catching in this corner. Now don't get me wrong, the lads to the left obviously slowed down a little bit as well. Really struggled the bite to actually go off. By the cooler nature, I actually turned the camera off. And we'll save that one. And then I had a couple of carp down the edge to my right, late, very late. And then I had a big carp, probably about 12 pound on paste to my left. There's all the weights. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you very soon. Take care, bye.